This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store Forged Irish Stout. Not been too long since I last caught up with Dave Allen, but we had to talk about yesterday. Oleksandr Usyk is the undisputed heavyweight world champion. The first time since November 1999, beating Tyson Fury. I suppose yourself got the prediction wrong, but was backing Fury, but obviously a massive win, and it was obviously a close fight. But I suppose initially, just sum up what we saw last night.
I thought it was incredible, to be honest. A lot of fights you watch, when you watch them live, because there's so much at stake, and it just seemed like a super fight. You watch it back, you probably think it's not as good as I remembered. Round nine was amazing, but the pace of set off at was just so frenetic.
Yeah,
Usyk said before the fight, like, I'm not going to leave you alone, and
yeah.
God, he didn't, did he? It was incredible. It was highly skilled. It had a bit of everything. I did think Tyson would win,
Mhm.
but I thought Usyk won fair and square. No complaints, no nothing. I thought Usyk won. I thought he was the better man. Um, and the way he turned it around, because halfway I thought it was only going one way. I thought Tyson was in
Mhm.
control. So, he's got to go down as one of the best fighters of all time. And I still think Tyson one of the best heavyweights there's ever been as
Yeah.
well. I just think it just shows the levels of Usyk and the levels of both of them.
Before the fight, you said that sort of both of them were sort of on the slide. From that performance from Oleksandr Usyk, there is that a guy? Was that? Do you think that's an Oleksandr Usyk on the side the way he performed and finished the fight? I guess.
I mean, it would be very unfair to say that, I guess.
Yeah.
But with Tyson, I feel like his legs failed him.
Yeah.
But the pace was mad.
Mhm.
I'm a heavyweight. When I spar cruiserweights, they can rush off your feet. It's like Alan Babich was having so much success at a much lower level.
Yeah.
Them smaller guys, when they're fit and they're just working you and you're not having much success, it's a killer. But it would be unfair to say either man was on the slide really after
Yeah.
last night. I did think Tyson's legs was did let him down a little. The back end of the fight, I thought tactically maybe got it wrong
Yeah.
around halfway. The corner was a bit of a shambles
Yeah.
also. Uh, but all in all, Usyk was the better man, and I'm
Mhm.
happy for him. I wanted Tyson to win, but Usyk, no better guy than him. So yeah, it was amazing all around, really.
Yeah. I was going to say when you looked at the fight round by round, I think for me scoring it, you give most of the rounds to Fury up until round eight, which
Mm.
obviously I think Usyk came back in that, and obviously a massive round nine for himself. Just from your opinion, do you think Fury was very, very lucky to not get stopped in that round nine?
Yeah, I didn't score the fight, but the first 6 rounds, I'm thinking Fury maybe 4-2, 5-1.
Mhm. Yeah,
Uh, and he had a big round in there. He had a big round. I'm not sure if it was 5 or 6, a big round. And I thought, wow, Usyk's done.
yeah,
And I just thought, look, this is the time now. Take the space, put Usyk on the back foot, and it's over. It's game over. You know.
mhm,
And he
yeah,
just continued to box and move and use his legs. And Usyk got a second wind, and yeah, I thought the fight should have been stopped. To be honest,
yeah,
um, yeah, I thought it should have been stopped. I was when the standing count came out, I thought they were very lucky, and
yeah,
then the bell went, I thought, wow, really lucky.
mhm,
But in terms of scorecards, I think I had it 115, 112 Usyk, maybe
yeah,
7-5. I could see 6-all, and
mhm,
the 114, 114, 113 Usyk I thought was fair. 115, 112. I couldn't not give Usyk 6 rounds.
yeah.
He,
Okay.
he, he couldn't lose. If he's won 6 rounds with a knockdown, he couldn't lose. 114, 113 was the worst you could give him. So, but it was a close fight. I think it was a closer fight than a lot of people had it. I saw a lot of people thought Usyk won easy, but I don't think that was the
Uh,
case. I thought Fury was well on top through halfway.
mhm. You mentioned there about the corner being a bit of a shambles. If you don't mind, is it right to elaborate on that? Like, what was the sort of reasons that you believe that?
Just too many voices in the corner, really. I thought tactically through halfway was spot on because he did
Yeah,
box him and he had to box him. Usyk so sharp. Um, and then you cut to the corner. Sugar Hill's the coach. He's the only voice in the corner for me, and he's getting advice
yeah,
off Andy Lee and John as well. So, and after the knockdown, round 10, by all means, round 10, get on your bike and have a rest. But 11 and 12, you need to win them rounds.
yeah,
He was trying to steal it, boxing 11. They told him if you win the last round, you won the fight. No, by this point now, you need a knockdown. You need to get him out of there. So I've never been under that kind of pressure in the corner, so
Yeah,
I'm not pulling anyone down or saying they did a bad job. I just thought they there's too many voices in there. You know, you got to keep a cool head, and I really thought, come round to them like Tyson, you really need to go and get this man
yeah,
out of there. You don't get if you don't put this man on the floor, you haven't won this fight, and I really believe that. I don't think as did many others. So to see him come out and just get behind his jab, I thought, no, that's not the one. You
yeah,
need to really put it on this guy. So yeah, tactically, I thought it went. I thought about halfway. I thought it started to go wrong for him.
yeah. You just for sort of out of interest, you've obviously sparred Usyk, and I know it's different to fighting him, but
Yeah.
one thing that you've always noticed in Usyk's fight, and we saw it yesterday, in the back end and the latter of the fights, he comes on really strong, and he's such a great finisher. And you see in the last couple of AJ fights, he finished both of them strongly. Saw it yesterday, and obviously Brady's fights as well. Did you ever notice that? And what do you think it is about Usyk, where as the rounds go on, he gets better and better?
Well, in sparring, some days I would do the first six. Some days I do the first four. Um,
Yeah,
so I do the first four or six, and by the time I finished, cooled down, got dressed, he's still training. You know, he's got
yeah,
another two sparring partners. Then he's on the bag. Then he's doing his shadow boxing. He trains for hours on end. Like he's fit as a fiddle. And the most impressive thing for me last night was after 6 rounds, I watched it with my old man. I said, he's done. Tyson's
yeah,
too big. To turn it around on a fight of that magnitude against a fight of that caliber, just to turn it around like that takes some serious quality because I thought it was done. Honestly, I was in shock. Come round here, I thought, how is he doing this? You know,
yeah,
fitness is one thing, but I think it was just the pace, the early pace, done Tyson. To be honest, the first 3 rounds was used. It was just made him work so hard. He made him move. He made him think, and you know, a good big man will beat a good little man, but when you got a little man like that who's that fit and that good and just can work at that pace, he's hard to beat. So yeah, there's not really any words for him to be honest. He's just exceptional, isn't he?
yeah. Do you think there's enough that's warranted a rematch from what we saw yesterday?
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I'd definitely like to see it. People think I'm like a massive Tyson Fury fan, but I'm
Mm,
also a massive Usyk fan as well. Like
yeah,
I love Usyk. If I knew Usyk on like as well as I knew Tyson, I'd probably be trying to ring him all the time,
yeah,
trying to go out to it all the time, which is the nicest bloke ever. But obviously, I just
mhm,
knew Tyson really well, so I wanted him to win. But um, but yeah, just mad. I just can't get over how he turned that tide. To be honest, that's
yeah,
what impressed me the most. That's why he's one of the best fighters. He'll go down as one of the best fighters in history.
mhm,
Just to
yeah,
turn that tide because he's in when Tyson usually gets in control. You know, he even started to back him up a little, hurt him to the
mm,
body, and they got him with an uppercut, and you just thought this is game over, and he just
mhm,
turned it around.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm still in shock now, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm not in
yeah,
shock that the fact that Usyk won like wasn't a massive shock to me. Like
mhm,
I'm not surprised by it because I thought there was a good chance Usyk would stop Fury, he would hurt him, but after 6 rounds, I'd have given you 1,000,000 to 1
yeah.
him turning that fight around. That's just the level of him.
But yeah, just before I do let you go, Dave, I did want a little bit of a word on Agit Kabayel. Another great stoppage for him, stopping Frank Sanchez, obviously coming off the back of the Makhmedov stoppage, becoming a little bit of a dark horse in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, you know, when he beats Chisora, he beats Chisora as easy as anybody. You know, only
Mm,
Fury probably beats Chisora easier than Kabayel. Kabayel
yeah,
handled, he beat Makhmedov with ease. He beat Sanchez pretty comfortably last night. He deserves a big fight, you know.
yeah,
The whole card was pretty good. Cordina can
mm,
catch, it's unbelievable.
yeah,
Uh, Happy fucking catchy. Opetaya Bradis is unbelievable fighter.
yeah.
This is another one I'd like to see up the
Started a little
heavyweight.
bit too late, I thought, though,
Yeah,
Bradis.
I thought
Yeah,
when Brady's watched Usyk in the Super Series final, I thought Brady's
yeah,
won at the
yeah,
time. Brady's is unbelievable. It was just a good card all around, really.
yeah,
Like a proper buzz about it. We've got a Coley, Rosansky Friday, Cattrall Taylor Saturday, the 5 versus 5 on the 1st of June. To be a boxing fan right now is just amazing, really. And
yeah,
I'm just a boxing fan. You know what I
hmm
mean? I wish I were
yeah,
them guys, but I'm not. So I just enjoy it like everyone else. It's
yeah.
amazing times.
Definitely, for sure. It's a great time to be a boxing fan, as always, Dave. Thank you for taking time to speak to me. Really good to get your thoughts, as always, and always good thoughts from yourself, mate. So I do appreciate it, mate. And yeah, hope everything's all good, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Top man. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Cheers.
No problem, mate.